Let me describe what recruiting probably looks like for you right now. You post a job, you get flooded with applicants for a week or two. Most of them never read the job description. Half of them ghost you before the interview. The other half show up with zero intention of doing commission. So you spend your week, or your team spends their week, manually sorting through resumes, texting and chasing candidates, rescheduling no-shows, and sitting through back-to-back interviews with people who are never going to produce. 12 to 20 hours of effort, maybe one viable candidate if you're lucky. And here's the trap nobody talks about. The better you get at recruiting, the more of your own time it demands, because your results only happen when you're involved. But every hour you spend in interviews is an hour you're not leading your team, closing deals, or building your business. This is the leadership trap, and it's exactly what the Recruiter OS was built to break. You don't have a candidate problem, you don't have a job board problem, you have a systems problem. Here's the honest truth about why traditional recruiting completely fails in a commission-only sales environment. W-2 recruiting firms and HR-style agencies were built for low turnover, one-at-a-time role replacement. They charge per placement, percentage of salary or OTE. The model doesn't even make sense when your reps are commission-only. There's no salary. There's no base. There's no salary to base a fee on. Other agencies offer retainers, but most of them rely on manual sourcing, manual screening, and limited recruiter capacity. No automation, no volume infrastructure. They can't move fast enough to keep pace with how commission hiring actually works. And on the other end of the spectrum, rev share and profit split models sound attractive up front, but it's permanently taxing your margins, locks you into contracts, and hurts your ROI every single month. None of those models were designed for what you're building. Commission-only sales recruiting is a volume game. It's a marketing and systems game. It demands a completely different infrastructure than what most agencies can provide. That's why we built a new model from scratch, specifically for this. Let me walk you through what the process actually looks like once you're activated. Step 1, we build out your custom Recruiter OS. This is your complete infrastructure, your ATS, your AI interview system, your screening questionnaires, your automated follow-up sequences, and your group webinar setup. Everything is branded to your company and built specifically for your role and your market. Step 2, we handle all job board activity through what we call a programmatic job board approach. Instead of you logging into Indeed, posting a job, and hoping for the best, we operate as the engine behind your entire advertising presence. We place, optimize, and continue to adjust your postings across job boards automatically, driven by data and not guesswork. You won't need to manage your account. You won't need to think about it. We handle it entirely. And here's why speed matters so much in this model. A candidate who applies to your commission-only sales role is almost certainly applying to 2 or 3 others in the same time. Research consistently shows that a candidate will evaluate and engage with one of the 3 opportunities that reach back out to them. Not the best one, not the highest paying one, not the fastest one. That's why our system is designed so that every new applicant within 10 minutes of submitting their application. Automated outreach, questionnaire, AI interview, the whole sequence starts immediately. While your competitors are reviewing resumes on Monday mornings, your system already moved that candidate through 2 stages of screening on Saturday afternoon. Step 3. Your dedicated full-time recruiter takes over from there. They handle inbound application management, outbound follow-up, AI-assisted phone screenings, and funnel filtering. Their job is to process volume fast and surface only the candidates worth your time. Here's what that looks like in practice. And I want to be clear, the exact numbers vary by business, by industry, and by your specific hiring profile. But to give you a sense of what's possible, in a typical scenario, you might put 100 applicants at the top of your funnel. Roughly 80 of them will filter themselves out through the process. They don't complete the questionnaire, they ghost the AI interview, or they simply weren't serious about commission opportunities. The system catches that quickly, automatically, without anyone on your team spending a minute on those people. That leaves you with something closer to 20 candidates who actually took the steps, who proved intent, and now your dedicated recruiter in your system takes those 20 through deeper evaluations, a qualifying questionnaire, an AI interview, and depending on your setup, either a group interview session or a direct one-on-one with a screener, the format that fits your business, not a one-size-fits-all template. By the time someone lands on your calendar, they've proven they're serious. They're self-selected, they've been vetted. You're not interviewing for the first time, you're making final decision. Let me show you what the system has already done for real businesses. BoatPass, a software company offering high net worth boat membership subscriptions in Miami, over 4 months, we sourced 800 applicants per month for them. That led to 50 to 100 strongly vetted, commission-only hires every single month consistently. Advocate Financial, a national field marketing organization recruiting licensed insurance agents. We ran over 1,600 candidates through our process and delivered a vetted pool that converted into real, producing hires and drove top-line revenue for their company. Another national insurance client recruiting at scale, we sourced over 7,000 applicants. After fully vetting, we funneled approximately 1,000 pre-screened, calendar-ready candidates to their team for final interviews. Some of these clients came in already knowing their costs to acquire a hire and rep lifetime value. They understood the math, trusted the system, and scaled confidently. Others had no idea what their metrics looked like when we started, so we built the framework together. Once they saw the conversion rates clearly, it changed everything. That's what Clarity does. It turns recruiting from a frustrating guessing game into a predictable growth engine. Here's everything that's included when you come on as a client. Indeed account management. We manage your job board presence, posting strategy, job copy optimization, budget allocation, so your ads actually attract the right candidates. Full Recruiter OS built for you ATS, AI interviews, outbound and inbound AI calling, webinar-based screening, custom workflows, all designed around your specific role and industry. You also get a dedicated full-time recruiter, a real human who manages your entire funnel. They screen, they follow up, they book. You just show up for final interviews with people who are ready. You get senior strategy oversight, a senior recruiter and a strategist actively monitoring your results, adjusting your job posts, and continuously improving your conversion rates. Up to 1,000 applicants a month. Every applicant who enters your funnel gets processed, filtered, and actioned automatically and with human review where it matters. Your calendar only gets filled with pre-screened qualified candidates who have already been vetted through multiple layers of automation and human review. And we cover your ad spend. For qualified new clients, we absorb your initial Indeed ad spend, removing the financial risk of getting started. This isn't a software tool with a login and a YouTube tutorial. This is a fully managed, done-for-you recruiting operation that runs while you focus on your business. This is built specifically for business owners and sales leaders in commission-only or commission-heavy sales environments. If you're in insurance, financial services, home improvement, roofing, solar, door-to-door sales, high-ticket closing, payments, lending, real estate, or any business model where your sales team only gets paid when they produce, this was built for you. The ideal client for this engagement is someone who already has a sales model that works. You understand commission-based compensation. You understand attrition. You know that recruiting isn't a one-time event. It's continuous. And right now, the bottleneck isn't your product, your comp plan, or your market. The bottleneck is getting enough of the right people into your seat at a pace that actually moves the needle. That's the bottleneck we solve. If you're a brand new startup with no proven sales process, we probably aren't the right fit for the full engagement yet. What we deploy is designed to scale a model that's already working, not to validate one that still is being built. But that doesn't mean we can't help you. If you're in early stages and you're trying to figure out how to build your first commission sales team and get initial momentum, submit your information using the link. We have resources and frameworks specifically designed for this stage, and we'd rather point you in the right direction now than have to come back 6 months from now having learned it the hard way. And if you've got a working system and you're ready to pour real fuel on it, let's talk. Coming back to where we started, we cap the number of new clients we bring on each month because what's required to do this right. When we build your Recruiter OS, we're not templating something generic, it's customized. Your role, your market, your qualifying language, your screening flow, built from scratch for you. When we place a full-time recruiter on your account, that's a real person with real bandwidth. We're not warehousing recruiters or running them ragged around 50 clients. We allocate properly so we can actually perform. And when we absorb your ad spend, we're putting our own resources on the line. That's a real financial commitment we make because our model is built on aligned incentives. If you don't produce, we don't win. So we vet the clients we take on just as carefully as we vet your candidates. And for the right clients, that partnership goes further than just recruiting. On our strategy call, we walk you through the full picture, including how working with us can open up additional income streams for your business that most owners never think to explore. We'll identify whether that applies to you. No pressure, just full transparency about what this relationship can look like. So this isn't a wait list built to manufacture urgency. It's a real constraint that exists because we refuse to overextend and underdeliver. If you're watching this and you're ready to move, the next step is a strategy call with our team. Click the link below this video and book a strategy call with our team. This isn't a hard sales call. It's a real conversation about where you are, where you want to go, and whether what we do is actually the right fit for your business. If it is, we'll walk you through what an engagement looks like, what to expect in the first 30 to 60, 90 days, and how we build your system specifically. If it isn't, we'll be honest about that too. We're not in the business of selling solutions to problems we can't solve. But if you're the right fit and you're ready to stop running your own recruiting operation, this is how we get started. Click the link, book the call. We'll take it from there.